Yo, what is up YouTube, man? I got you guys with my first guard build of the year. This 6'6 build is a do-everything type of build. A really good build to make if you're somebody that plays with randoms, especially. You can slot this build in as the 1, as the 2, as the 3. You can play lock, you can play spot up, you can play point guard. I'm making it at point guard because I do want to be put at the 1 when I play random rec, but you can make it at the 2, at the 3. Now, you see originally how I have the build 80 driving layup, 89 driving dunk. That is how I recommend for you guys to make it if you don't have your caps, but I do have my caps, so I'm going 84 driving dunk. I'm going to have 85 driving layup, and I'm going to put the +5 on the driving dunk to make it 89 so I can get the contact dunks. 80 driving layup is enough. The only reason I went 85 on my build is because you get a lot more layup animations whenever you do that. 80 gets you a few, but 85 gets you a lot. You know, 86, 87, that's even better. You can get the LeBron James at 87. We get the +1 this season. I don't want to go too complicated with the cap breakers. I'm just trying to show you guys the best way to make the build. And if you're making the build without cap breakers in mind, this is a great way to do it right here. 89 driving dunk, 80 driving layup. You see, we got that 75 standing dunk. And that is a huge strength about this build. You get the Giannis dunk package, you get the Ben Simmons dunk package, you get standing dunks consistently. So if you do a backdoor and you end up getting a standing animation, rather than a layup or a close shot, you get a nice dunk animation. And you're going to be matched up at the 1 against other guards, so they're not going to have a way to defend it. When it comes to the shooting, 89 3 for the Limitless on silver. You get the 80 mid-range, that's going to get you more takeovers. And it's very consistent. You'll see me doing a lot of dribble pull-ups with that. When it comes to the playmaking, 82 pass sack feels really good. You get that gold diamond. I'm going to show you guys a pass style that's actually going to make your passes feel very fast, even with 82 pass, 81 ball handle, 75 speed with ball. You would want more if you're somebody that likes to hold the ball for 20 seconds, dribble behind screens, get shots. But this build isn't really built to be like that. Like I said, it's a do-it-all type of build. You want to be able to dribble and you want to be able to cook your defender, but if there's an open pass, you make it. If there's a drive, you take it. You know, it's not something where you're 3 hunting. You can see the defense, 85 steal, 85 perimeter. 85 steal gets you that gold interceptors, very nice for the lanes. 85 perimeter is going to get you all the badges on silver to go along with 80 speed, 76 agility, 75 strength, 78 vertical. That's really big for the contact dunk animations. You get the off 1 and off 2 pro dunks. And what this 6'6" guard's going to have that most guards will not is paint patroller. You see the 74 block and the 80 interior. You can't bully this build. You can't dunk on this build. If you're going up against another point guard that thinks they're going to rim run on you, it's not going to work. And if you do have to switch on the bigs, this build can handle it. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on animations. I'll make a separate video on that because this is a build video. But putting on De'Aaron Fox pass style is going to make your passes very nice. If you guys haven't tried it, I recommend it, especially if you have a lower pass act. With the dribble style, there's a couple of good ones. Jalen Green, Pro, and Zion are all good. Now, I will say being a small guard is a lot better when it comes to dribbling. A lot of these dribble styles, you really can only go one direction effectively. But you saw in the intro, you can still dribble with this build. Like I said, you're just not going to be 3 hunting behind a screen for 20 seconds against a very good lock. You're going to have to go to other things. But you do have the most overpowered dribble move in the game. The Zach LaVine step back. You guys have seen everybody doing that. You just hold RT, flick down. That's going to get you a lot of space. You see with 80 driving layup, you don't get a lot of layup animations. But 85, you will get more if you end up making it like that. Jimmy Butler's good. There's a lot of different ones you can test out. And then when it comes to the dunks, I like to use a lot of them. Some of my favorite, though, I like to have Giannis and Ben Simmons on just to get those standing dunk animations very effectively. You don't really get blocked a ton in this game. Just try to make sure you don't have any super crazy animations where he cocks the ball back like crazy. Sometimes those will troll you a bit, but test them out, see what you like. And let me know what you guys think about the tall guards this year. A lot of people are not making any builds taller than 6'4" because they like that good dribble style. I like the tall guards in every 2K. I will say this is probably the worst dribble style for tall guards. You know, Pro last year was really good. There were some other great ones, but they nerfed Pro. Jalen Green and Zion are good for going to one side. You got to be a lot more crafty as a big guard this year. You can see I get a backdoor. Right here, I'm dexing out. I get a wide open three-pointer. Like I said, with this build, I'm definitely looking for the first available way to score, whether that's a backdoor on the 2s, whether it's a wide open catch and shoot, whether it's a pass to my teammate, whether it's calling somebody on a cut because they have a mismatch, whether it's right here where I just catch the ball, go into the dunk meter because I know the defender on me, he's not going to have a lot of interior defense. If you're going up against a 6'3", a 6'2", a 6'4", even, the chances are very high they don't have interior defense. You can see with that 80 mid-range, I just go straight to the dribble pull-up right here. There are a lot of ways to score effectively without dribbling behind a screen. Now, This build can use screens very well. You know, you still got that explosive behind the back. You got the Zach LaVine step back. You can still definitely use a build like this with screens, especially too if you're good at the midi dribble pull-ups. I made this build more for the ISO, more to kind of just get past my defender and then down my teammate. Sometimes if I'm playing with another point guard, I'll use this build more as a lockdown. It's a big body, you know. It's not made to be a pure lock, but it's got good defense to where it can guard ball. You can see right here. Use that speed, get past him, go for the dunk meter. The defender drops. I could have dotted Beast right there wide open, but I knew the meter was going to be big just based on the angle the defender was taking. Right here, he tries to go for a blitz, messes up. Once again, the defender's in the paint. I definitely could have dotted Beast, but this is my first build this year where I have the ability to use the dunk meter, so I'm definitely enjoying it. Off the rebound right here, Beast dots me, shooting the wide open three-pointer. A lot of ways to score on this build. It is a ton of fun. If you have not made a guard this year, maybe you're somebody like me who plays more on bigs, you want to make a guard to start off, you can definitely try out something like this. Now, I will say, if you're somebody that's looking for something more point guardy, I am going to be making a 6'4" guard very soon if you want to check it out. Now, my build's going to be a little bit different. It's going to have 87 post control at 6'4". You know, we can never just make a meta build. We got to make something that I like playing on that fits my playstyle. But, you know, let's get back to this build right here. Steal right here. I got the 2A tenacity, so of course, I'm just going to take the shot immediately. The plus 15 to all my stats. You can't miss. Dot Beast right here. He is an excellent shooter on his build with only a 74 three-pointer. He's able to hit the yellow contest. He sees me wide open. They try double him in the paint because he's a post scorer, but this is not the build to leave open at all. 89 three-pointer. I know a lot of people make the builds with 99. 89 is solid though. You can make every single catch and shoot shot, especially if you know your jump shot, and especially too with this new patch right here, that Jimmy Butler escape move where I'm able to create a ton of space. If he ends up trying to get close to me in that situation, I'm just going to speed boost off of it and get myself to a dunk. You got some close shot on this build. I'm able to hit a tight right there, and if I don't get a driving dunk whenever I go, I'm going to get a layup with that high layup stat right here, and it's going to go in even if I don't time it perfectly. Just very offensive, very effective. I'm not even talking about the rebounding. You do got some solid offensive rebounding, and even a little bit of D-board where, you know, nothing crazy where you're going to be getting boards over bigs, but if you're matched up against a guard and it's you versus him, you're a little bit taller, you actually have the rebounding stats, you have the rebound chaser, so you're going to be able to get it right here. Escape into the snatchback, into the open three-pointer. Let me know what you guys think of the build, man. If you guys do enjoy the video, if you do want to drop a like and subscribe, of course, I will appreciate it a ton. And this is Tonic Man. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.